Hey everybody, it's Raylan Taylor here at ETC's Marketing and PR panel. We have a full list of professionals who have experiences in many industries, such as cruise lines, fashion, and event planning, and they're all here to give you their great insight. Hey everyone, I'm here with Kinney. So I want to know, how did you get involved in event planning? Is that something that you always wanted to do?
Really naturally, it came to me because my parents threw a lot of parties. Literally, they had a great home for entertaining, and so my sister and I were always tray passing hors d'oeuvres, linening the table, taking people's coats, making sure everything looked great, and helping with the food. So I actually went to school and got a degree in communications and business, but I eventually made my way back to hospitality and event planning, where I'm still like running the show and making sure everything looks great and making sure the tray passed hors d'oeuvres are going out on time.
I'm here with Yanira, and I want to know, how did you get started in big and tall streetwear? That's a market I feel that it's kind of hidden, but you've put your foot in the door with that.
It is. It's kind of crazy, actually. I've been in the streetwear or fashion industry for about over 10 years now, and kind of found my way into marketing and branding and whatnot. And not so recently, I've been approached by a couple of big and tall brands to conceptualize and work with them and create brands, and that's kind of how it fell through. And then more or less now, I've been taking that and kind of rolling with it, and kind of getting myself into that niche that no one really, there's not really a figure or a personality out there right now. So trying to fill that void slowly but surely, but it's gotten me to do a couple things. I now write for theexaminer.com as a LA men's style writer, and more other companies are approaching me here and there to kind of make their brand turn a new leaf, because the big and tall guy, the new big and tall gent, is actually younger. We like to dress up. We don't necessarily go to the same clothing stores, as the regular, say, big and tall clothing stores have out there. We don't really like that style. We like something a little bit more different, a little bit more fresh.
Of course. And so I am here with Michael Garcia, and the first question I want to ask you is, how did you get involved with public relations? What sparked your interest?
Oh, it was actually kind of a backfall to what I wanted to be. In fact, I wanted to be broadcast TV. I want to actually be at an anchor desk. I want to do reporting, whether it be for the news or sports. And my guidance counselor in college, junior year, said, you probably want to have something to fall back on in case it doesn't work out. And he said, why don't you look into the world of public relations? So I took some classes and then led to internships, and now I've been doing it for 20 years and wouldn't think of doing anything else.
Really? That's amazing. I'm here with Cassie Petrie, founder of Crowdsurfer. What advice can you give to students? Social media is, a big platform for people to do almost anything. So what can you tell people who need to get in maybe a little bit more experience with social media, or how to handle or manage an account and things like that?
Yeah, I just, what I did and how I kind of got started was I did stuff for my clients, or then I was working at Warner Brothers, but I started doing stuff for Warner that was that artists didn't have the service for yet. Like, social media wasn't a thing when I started, so I found a niche thing that hadn't had services for yet, and built it out and kind of led the way in terms of how social media for artists is managed. So I think my advice is don't try to do what everyone else is doing. Try to find something you can do that nobody else is doing it, where a market isn't saturated at that point.
Perfect. Again, Cassie Petrie, a social media innovator here at ETC's Marketing and PR panel. I'm here with ETC member Jake. Now, Jake, tell me what you thought about the Marketing and PR panel.
It was definitely a very engaging panel. A lot of the panelists had some really interesting things to say about marketing and kind of what it took for them to get into it. I think Terry specifically had a lot of really good examples with her struggle with getting to the top and maintaining what was her dream job, essentially. So that was something that was really cool for me, and it's really nice to get it from somebody who was just in my shoes not too long ago. So that's something that I found very beneficial with the panelists.
So you would say that Terry's career as an event planner, or her, not even just her career, but her journey to get to her career, is something that you can relate to?
I could definitely relate to it. And one thing she said is not really event planning. I thought it was funny because she said it was like party planning. So she has fun doing what she's doing. So that's really cool. I would like to see myself there in the future. When I do get my dream job, I want to be as happy as she is, and just be positive about it and love it and embrace it, essentially.
We had such a successful panel. Thank you to everyone that showed up, and thanks to the panelists for giving their great insight about the PR and marketing industry. But listen up, April 18th is our annual industry mixer, the big bash of the year. So we want to see you there. Come out, because this is ETC Live.